Lesson number 7, Wednesday, November 9th. Witnesses of the Risen Christ. Read John 20, 11-29, where Jesus appears to Mary Magdalene and then to the disciples in the upper chamber. Paul also talks about other witnesses as we read in 1 Corinthians 15, 5-8. And it says, "And that he was seen of Cephas, then of the 12. After that, he was seen of above 500 brethren at once, of whom the greater part remain to this present, but some are fallen asleep. After that, he was seen of James, then of all the apostles, and last of all, he was seen of me." How did the disciples react when they first met the risen Christ? The two angels at the empty tomb told Mary Magdalene and some other women that Jesus had risen. But soon Jesus himself appeared to them, and they worshipped him. He appeared also to Peter and to the two disciples on the way to Emmaus, whose hearts were burning while he was speaking to them. When Jesus came into the upper room, the disciples were initially terrified and frightened, but when they were filled with joy afterwards and marveled at what had happened. A week later, Jesus came again into the same room without opening the doors, and then even Thomas believed in his resurrection. During the 40 days between his resurrection and his ascension, Jesus was seen by over 500 brethren at once, and by James. Jesus joined some disciples at the shore of the Sea of Galilee and had breakfast with them, followed by a talk with Peter. There might have been other appearances of Jesus before the final one at his ascension. Paul also considered himself an eyewitness to the risen Christ, who appeared to him on the road to Damascus. When the other disciples first told the absent Thomas they had seen the risen Lord, he reacted by saying, "Unless I see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." A week later, Jesus appeared to the disciples, now with Thomas present. Jesus said to him, "Reach your finger here and look at my hands, and reach your hand in here and put it into my side. Do not be unbelieving, but believing." Then Thomas confessed, "My Lord and my God." And Jesus added, "Thomas, because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believed. Even if you have not seen for yourself the resurrected Christ, what other reasons do you have for faith in Jesus? From the book The Desire of Ages, page 802 and 803, it says, "The two travelers from Emmaus, panting with the haste with which they have made their journey, tell the wondrous story of how Jesus had appeared to them. They have just ended, and some are saying that they cannot believe it, for it is too good to be true, when behold, another person stands before them. Every eye is fastened upon the stranger. No one has knocked for entrance. No footsteps have been heard. The disciples are startled and wonder what it means. Then they hear a voice, which is no other than the voice of their master. Clear and distinct, the words fall from his lips, 'Peace be unto you.' But they were terrified and affrighted, and supposed that they had seen a spirit. And he said unto them, 'Why are you troubled? And why do thoughts arise in your hearts? Behold my hands and my feet, that is I myself. Handle me and see, for a spirit hath not flesh and bones, as ye see me have.' And when he had thus spoken, he showed them his hands and his feet. They beheld the hands and feet marred by the cruel nails. They recognized his voice like no other they have ever heard. And while yet they believed not for joy and wondered, he said unto them, Have ye heard any meat here?" And they gave him a piece of broiled fish in oven honeycomb, and he took it and did eat before them. Then were the disciples glad when they saw the Lord. Faith and joy took the place of unbelief, and with feelings which no words could express, they acknowledge their risen Savior. Have a blessed day.